When it comes to XRP, one of the things we are waiting for are ETFs. And if you guys just watched my recent XRP video, we're going back to the drawing board when it comes to Ripple versus SEC. And this is the first step, in my opinion, in order to get an ETF through, at least on the spot side of things for XRP. But if we're looking at the betting markets, of course, you can bet on anything now. XRP spot ETFs, the odds have risen to 83% that we're going to get it. Now, what's the time frame? What are we looking at? I'm going to give you guys a bunch of details, a bunch of insights in this video as it relates to all of this. You guys know right here on this channel, this is where you get crypto alpha every single day, crypto news every single day, XRP updates. I've got you covered. So a lot of people watch these videos. They don't subscribe, but they still watch me every day. Click that subscribe button, guys. I am dangerously close to 200,000 subscribers. That's a huge milestone for me. I can't wait to hit it, and you guys can help me get there, and I really do appreciate you guys. Again, we're on this journey together. I am no different than any of you guys out there. I got my journey and my start back 5 years ago in crypto, just been at it every single day, grinding, trying to create a better financial future because we're trying to guess right on what the future looks like. And of course, XRP to me is a big part of the future of finance. So XRP spot ETF news. Let's get into it, guys. A lot to unpack here. Make sure you guys stick around until the end of the video. Polymarket traders have raised their bets on an XRP ETF approval at some point in 2025 to 83%. That means 83% of people are saying, yes, we will get an XRP spot ETF approval at some point this year. That is a big number, and it is also something that Brad Garlinghouse has also said. He too believes we will have XRP ETFs at some point here in 2025. Now, Bloomberg analysts have also raised the odds of approval to 85% over rising institutional interest and a fair regulatory environment. The SME launching XRP futures contracts, which just came out today, by the way, could be seen as a huge step toward institutional adoption. This is step number one. Futures contracts allow traders to bet on an asset's future price without owning it physically. So this is Good Morning Crypto talking about this news that came out here in the last 24 hours. The launch of XRP futures will allow financial firms to create ETFs that track XRP's prices, similar to ProShares Bitcoin ETF, which tracks CME Bitcoin futures. Nevertheless, today's launch is expected to increase the market liquidity and attract institutions toward trading and hedging XRP in regulated manners. Also, regulated futures are often a prerequisite. This is kind of a stepping stone towards spot ETF approvals. This is how we see it shake out and go down most of the time. The added visibility from the CME listing could further boost its market position as well. The recently launched, we talked about this, 2x long XRP ETF. It's been showing steady growth, over 106 million in assets since its April debut just about a month ago. And despite a recent dip in XRP's prices, the fund added $30 million just last week. And again, XRP ETFs already have a growing interest. There's 18 of them filed. I think there's going to be more pent-up demand for XRP than there was early on for Ethereum. And I don't think Ethereum is bad necessarily, or it's not going to get the love or exposure. I just think right now where we are positioned in this market, there is more pent-up demand for an XRP ETF than an Ethereum ETF. We'll see if I'm right on that. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that down below. But before we get into a little bit more on ETFs and kind of what we could potentially see, guys, I do want to go ahead and plug XT Algo. This is my trading indicator. This is how you could take full advantage of the markets and be ready for when the next big pop happens. Remember, XRP's price went from 55 cents to over $3 in a month. And our trading indicator called it. It was a buy signal at 55 cents. Tons of people made a lot of money, our traders using XT Algo. So you guys can get access to this. It's $1 a day. Link down below in the description. Do not miss out. 30-day money-back guarantee. You could try it risk-free for 30 days starting today. Highly encourage you guys to check it out. Now, coming back here, the SEC is set to rule on Franklin Templeton's XRP ETF in June. A delay is likely. I still think we'll probably see a delay, and these decisions will most likely be made at some point August, September, October, November, December, somewhere in that time frame. I still am in that camp as well, kind of with Brad Garlinghouse on this. And there's a reason why. a delay is likely for Franklin Templeton. It'll probably be grouped in with some of these other massive companies like Bitwise and VanEck ahead of its October deadlines. So I'm still looking at the back half of 2025 until we see, in my opinion, the first XRP ETF launched. However, a lot of it's going to hinge on the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. Remember, stay locked into this channel because we're going to be updating you guys as we go along here on all of the details you need to know. And I mentioned XT Algo. I've got BTCC where you can trade on leverage if you're interested in that, up to 500x leverage. First-time depositors get a 10% deposit bonus, anything above $500, and 40% lower trading fees right now with BTCC. Links down below to that as well. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section. When will we see an XRP ETF go live on the spot market? Curious to hear your guys' thoughts. I gave you mine. Based on all the context and information we have, we'll be updating it as we go, give you all the breaking news. Make sure you're locked in, subscribe down below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.